Oh no, I'm on Twitter right now. Some girl just said they let Magic Johnson play basketball with full-blown HIV, but won't let Kyrie Irving play because he won't get a COVID shot. And somebody replied and said, I didn't know HIV could spread through the air. And she replied and said, it can't. You might need to go back to school. The fuck is she talking about?
What are you talking about? That's the purpose of it. It does.
Why she say full-blown HIV like that?
Damn. I'm trying to play.
This is also
play my guy
podcast.
Magic.
Hold on, let me flex my mic. What you say?
Trying to play my guy Magic.
I thought he did have HIV.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't AIDS yet. It never got to AIDS. It was just always HIV. Why do people just say stupid stuff on Twitter and do why do you not proofread it before you hit that send button? They let Magic Johnson play basketball with full-blown HIV, but won't let Kyrie Irving play because he won't get a COVID shot. You know what's crazy? I think at that time, when he did get HIV, they didn't understand the virus like that from the documentary I watched. Because players were scared to play.
Talking about 80s, 70s? No,
in the 80s. This was in the 80s. Because players were afraid to play against him because they didn't know if you can contract it through the sweat, like on the ball and shit like that. Like, niggas were saying they were scared to play. So maybe she might have a point. Maybe she's right. Her name is Laverne Spicer.
The internet is a funny place, man.
Her name is Laverne. Have you ever met a woman named Laverne? Laverne Spicer. And she has a verified account.
What does that mean?
I guess she's a celebrity. I don't know who she is.
Is that what you mean? Is that what that means when you're verified? You get that check?
Most of the time. I mean, there's people that have verified accounts.
Can't you just pay for that?
You can, but... So you think Laverne paid for it?
I don't know who she is.
I've never met a woman named Laverne in my life. I'm supposed to introduce the podcast.
What up, y'all?
Social Junkie Podcast, episode 108, right?
I feel like we ain't done an episode in so long. For some reason. I don't know why I feel like
you missed doing it? You missed being here? What the fuck was that?
I feel like we haven't done an episode in a while. I don't know why.
Didn't know HIV could spread through the air. That's what that nigga replied to say. This is episode 108 of Social Junkie Podcast. If you played, hit that play button today. Thank you, man. We appreciate you being here with us. I'm Pete, that's Brandon. Damn it, Deontay. We gonna talk about Kyrie later. We gonna talk about Deontay later. We gonna talk about why this nigga got 10 pairs of shoes sitting over there outside the box. How many is it? Is it really 10?
No, that's
it's
9.
9. It's close. Pretty close. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're watching this video on YouTube. We're on YouTube every single Thursday, guys. Please hit that subscribe button down below if you're watching on YouTube. Like I said, video episodes drop every single Thursday, every week. Audio episodes are Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud every single Wednesday. Can't tell if my hat is straight or not. Trying to connect it through the camera. I think I'm good though. Send any debate questions you have for us for our Q&A segment to socialjunkiepod@gmail.com. Should I spell it out again like I did last week?
Social Junkie Pod.
Should I spell it out like I did last week? SocialJunkie POD @gmail.com. Send us any type of debate question that you have for us. We're not going to do the Q&A segment today, but we're going to introduce a new segment today. We're going to introduce a new segment. It's called the Ask a Nigga segment. That's not what it's going to be called, but I thought that would be a funny name for it. I got like 6 questions that we... I see so many questions that could be answered that I was just like, I would just put it all in a segment. So I was like, we should call it the Ask a Nigga. Remember, didn't Dave Chappelle something like that? We gonna talk about Dave Chappelle too, guys.
Ask a black guy.
Yeah, Ask a black. He should have called it Ask a Nigga. That's what he should have called it. So we're gonna end with that.
Rest in peace, Paul Mooney, man.
Yeah, I forgot he just passed away. Oh, he said something about that in the special.
Yeah, he did too.
Let me do the podcast rundown. We're gonna start in what's trending. I have one thing for the shout out segment. We have the music segment after that, sports, and then the news segment. Ask a Nigga. Okay, think of a better name before we get to that. That's the last thing.
That's the name.
Think of a better name. No, we can't call it that. That's just a joke.
It's too late.
That's just a joke, though.
It's too late.
So now we gotta think of another name for it. We got a lot to talk about today, though. Oh, shit. Am I going first on what's trending? Yes, I am going first this week on what's trending, guys. So I will get us started. Do you know that when you have your phone on Do Not Disturb now, it tells you that the person that's trying to disturb you? That's what it says. It does.
That shit's ain't right. That's funny, yeah.
Yeah, they put that. Now I don't know why they did that. It's like
it's kind of like disturbing me still.
Yeah, it's like if I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, I don't want to know who's trying to disturb me. The fuck? I don't know why I updated my damn phone.
Just stop, Ryan. Stop.
What did he even say?
I don't know.
I don't know what he said. He just said shaking my fucking head. Oh, wait.
About what?
It's a tweet he sent me. It says, when he has a great sense of humor, good communication, good dick, not broke, smart, romantic, wants a family, protective, and accepts my attitude. She has her legs wide open. And the man replied and said, pussy in exchange for all that? Go to hell.
Oh, shit.
What did she say? Good sense of humor, good communication, good dick, not broke, smart, romantic, wants a family, protective, and accepts my attitude. That is a lot to ask for. How come we always have to accept what they want?
Supposed to cater to a woman. That's what you're supposed to do.
Why is that, though?
It's just how society's been since the beginning of time. You're supposed to just be able to do all this stuff and be the dominant
Even
one.
Adam did that. he even listened to the woman. And he did what he wasn't supposed to do because she told this nigga what to do. And now look what happened. So even since then, with Adam and Eve, think about that.
You fucked us all, Adam. You fucked us all.
Yeah, for some pussy. I hope he fucked.
You ever think about that?
Hope he.
Do you ever sit down and think about that if Adam didn't eat that apple?
Yeah, we'd all be walking around naked, and we'd have no problem with it. Anyways, I'm gonna start at what's trending, guys. Niggas a weirdo. Wait, you be calling me weird. The first thing I could have saved this for later, because I have all my serious stuff is last, but it's alright. A judge has ordered Tesla to pay nearly $137 million to a former black employee who claimed he was racially abused daily. You saw that?
I saw it.
$137 million. On Monday, Tesla was ordered to pay that amount to a former employee. His name is Owen Diaz. Nothing about his name is black. He has a Hispanic last name. I don't know. He's Jamaican?
Is he Dominican?
I don't know. No, it says the former black employee. He's
Dominican
black.
is
They're not going to consider. They would say Dominican, and they wouldn't say black. But there's nothing black about his name. Owen is a white name, and Diaz is a Hispanic name. But I see why he's saying maybe he's Dominican. Who stated he suffered racial abuse. You know, this supposed to be serious, nigga. We fucking talking about this other bullshit. Come on, nigga. Damn, nigga, why your elbow so hard?
I don't know.
Shit almost fucking broke my fingers, nigga. He stated he suffered racial abuse and discrimination at the San Francisco-based company. Diaz worked as an elevator operator between June 2015 and May 2016. He sued the company alleging a hostile work environment and racial harassment, according to the Washington Post. Diaz also claimed he was called the N-word during his tenure at the company. I don't think they're going to call the Dominican the N-word.
You'd be surprised. What you mean? Bro, they have a lot of Dominicans.
I'm not going to say it. Never mind. Oh, whatever. I don't want these niggas to try to cancel me like they do with Dave. The initial suit by Diaz, who was black, alleged that co-workers accounted a scene straight from the Jim Crow era, where workers were subjected to frequent racist harassment and supervisors took no action. He sued and got 100. That's a lot of money. Don't you think that's a little bit?
Hey, bro. Should have listened to him. So I don't know what to say.
Get your coins, Black King. Get your coins. That's a lot of money, though. I would never thought that they would give him 137 million. I would have thought like 50. Yeah, that's a lot of money though. 137 million to get shit. You can call me a nigger for 137 million dollars. I think I'd be okay with that. You can call me whatever you want for 137 million. You can call me whatever the fuck you want, guys. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure everyone would agree with that one. The next thing I have, Raising Cane's. I've never been to Raising Cane's, but they do have locations out here in Georgia, near Athens. They say it's like the equivalent to Zaxby's, but better.
Better than Zaxby's?
That's what I heard. That's what I hear. Their corporate staff has been asked to work as cooks and cashiers amid a staff shortage. The people in the corporate office that just type emails and just talk shit all fucking day and send racist emails to presidents and shit like John Gruden. Those people.
Damn.
Did you hear about John Gruden?
I heard about it.
We're gonna talk about that later too.
I didn't know what he.
I'm gonna tell you what he said. But yeah, earlier this week, Raising Cane's corporate staff took on other roles, including fry cooks and cashiers. The company is sending as many as half of their corporate employees to some of their 500 restaurants to work as cashiers and fry cooks because of a staff shortage. While there, they hope to recruit new employees. Hey, you want to work here? Fill out job application? Well, I haven't seen you here before yet because I used to work in the corporate office, but just fill out an app, though. What kind of sales pitch is that? What makes you think that's going to make me want to work there? You had to come from the corporate office from sending your racist emails to come down and work in to be a cook.
Like, hey, I'm Sarah. I used to work in accounting. Now I'm a cook.
But now I'm cooking this chicken.
Like, what?
According to Bloomberg, starting this week, about half of the Raising Cane's office employees will work as fry cooks, cashiers, and also help recruiting in the chain's restaurants across the country. Raising Cane has sent 200 corporate staff members from their Dallas office. They're also sending 250 members from marketing to their stores. Damn. From the marketing. The niggas that fucking are putting Raising Cane fucking billboards out there. On the highway.
I don't know. How many of these people are actually doing that?
I don't know.
They must be giving them incentives to do that.
They might.
Because nobody's willing. Imagine you go through school, get a degree, get a job at corporate. Hey, we're going to send you to work in the restaurant. You're going to fry up some chicken.
They're probably doing something for them that's making them do it. Because I'm not going to leave my comfortable office to go down and be burning myself with grease. I'm not going to do that. So I'm about to do that shit.
Hey, Bill, clean out that grease trap while you're down there.
Imagine they come in with suits on because they don't know that they're not supposed to wear that.
Cooking
they come
chicken
in with a suit and tie.
Cooking fucking chicken and shit with flour all on.
Flour all on it. Nigga got a blazer with flour. Look like this nigga been snoring coke. Nigga got fucking flour all on it.
All that is just get off of work and get in a Beamer.
Yeah, I thought that was a funny article. This was actually a funny situation too. I don't know if you saw this, Mr. What's your last name? DeJoy? What? Oh, Mr. Anderson, my bad. Photographer deletes all the images and leaves a wedding after he was denied food, sparking a question. Should wedding photographers be offered plates? He left a fucking... Yeah, this shit's pretty long. He said, I'm not really a photographer. I'm a dog groomer. I take a lot of photos with dogs all day to put on my Facebook and Instagram. It's my thing, if that makes sense. A cut and photo with every appointment. I very seldom shoot things other than dogs, even if I have a nice setup. A friend got married a few days ago and wanted me to save some money, asking if I would shoot for them. And wanting to save some money, so he asked if he could shoot for them. I told him it's not really my forte, but he convinced me by saying he didn't care if they weren't perfect. They were on a shoestring budget, and I agreed to shoot it for $250, which was nothing for a 10-hour event. On the day of, I'm driving around following the bride, and she goes from appointment to appointment before the ceremony, taking photos along the way. I shoot the ceremony itself, and during the reception, I'm shooting speeches and people mingling. I started around 11 a.m., and was due to finish around 7:30 p.m. Around 5 p.m., food is being served. And I was told I cannot stop to eat because I need to be taking photos. In fact, they didn't even save me a spot at any table. I'm getting tired, and at this point, I'm kind of regretting doing this for next to nothing. It's also unbelievably hot. The venue is an old Veterans Legion, and it's like 110 degrees with no air conditioning. I told the groom I need to take off for 20 minutes to get something to eat and drink. There's no open bar or anything. I can't even get water, and my 2 water bottles are long empty. He tells me I need to either be a photographer or leave without pay. Okay, yeah, they're tripping. If he's telling the truth, they're tripping. I didn't read this whole thing when I saw the article, but if he's telling the truth and he's not exaggerating the story, they're tripping. With the heat, being hungry, being generally annoyed at the circumstances, I asked if he was sure, and he said yes. So I deleted all the photos I took in front of him and took off, saying I'm not his photographer anymore. If I was to be paid $250, honestly, at that point, I would have been paid $250 for just a glass of cold water and to sit there for 5 minutes. Was I an asshole? That's the question he asks.
100% no.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
It's kind of like an untold rule that you should be able to give food to somebody that's going to be there for 10 hours. Let alone you doing this for $250. Whether or not he takes pictures of dogs, he has some sort of skill level. If people hire him to do that, he has some sort of. He's not just some sort of novice as much as he may say that. Mm-hmm. He takes pictures. Like So I don't want to, and let alone you're paying $250, trying to help them out because he's a friend. And think about like 10 hours, and you're paying what, $250, $25. He's definitely undercharging you even for being out there 10 hours, and you expect somebody to be there 10 hours without any food. That's not fun.
They was on some low budget shit for real.
It's not even it's called being a decent human being. I think my mom had told me that, or I think it was my grandma, one of the two, right? That if anything with people, you don't ever go out of your way and deny somebody food. If somebody wants food, you don't ever deny somebody food. That's like a kind of like an unspoken rule. If somebody asks for food or something like that, that's like an unspoken rule.
Like
you don't deny anybody a plate. Huh?
Saying like at an event?
Well, in general. Somebody come to your door and they need food.
That's what I was going to say. So when we just thought it was somebody at the door and it was a homeless man, he said he wanted something to eat, you'll give him.
I'd be like, yo, I got a podcast right now. Just wait till later.
He's like, oh, let me get on. I used to do podcasting. But yeah, I agree. I think that's just
10 hours, people?
common courtesy. You
yeah, it's like
hey, bro, you hungry? Get something to eat, bro.
Yeah,
that would just be something that would just come out of my mouth without me even.
We're
thinking.
talking 10 hours, 10 hours in a day.
I wouldn't even think about that. Just be like, bro, get something to eat, bro.
Like, how much is out of their pocket to do that? Like a meal.
Right.
Couldn't even get a damn chicken leg. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, let this nigga take a break. Yeah, that's fucked up.
So you're not petty for doing that. So.
But there are two sides to every story. I want to hear the other person's side.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, there are two sides to every story. Maybe they will come out and say that it wasn't like that. Maybe we'll see that in a couple days.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. The next thing we have Dave Chappelle, the GOAT. He's the GOAT, right?
Are we getting right?
I like how he said that on the shit. He said, "This girl's about to open up to what some consider the GOAT." That shit was smooth when he said that. Dave Chappelle's new special is out. We talked about it a little bit last week when it was announced. It is titled The Closer. It is now on Netflix, guys, if you did not know. Since it has been released. I watched it, I think, that night we recorded when I came on, because I was just up late anyways, and I was just like, man, let me just fucking watch this shit. So I only watched it once, so that was a week ago I watched it. I think Brandon just watched it earlier. You watched the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
It has sparked very much controversy from the transgender community. And again, the LGBTQ community. I'll read some of that stuff in a second. But I want to play something that Dave said. Hey, I fuck with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is probably my favorite comedian ever. He's definitely my favorite. I do think he is the greatest comedian of all time, because I think that he's done it. He's got to the point now to where he's done it in a way that no other comedian's ever done it.
Yeah.
And a lot of his specials, there's a lot of comedians that have never done the shit he's done at this point of his career. I'm going to play something he said about the baby. He was talking about the baby's situation that we talked about on here. What was it? I think it was it Rolling Loud? I don't know if it was Rolling Loud. When he said that shit that he said, we played it on here, what he said, like over a month ago, however long ago it was. But I'm going to play what he said, and I fuck with Dave, but I'm going to give you guys my opinion on what he said about this situation. You ready? I don't think Brandon he wanted to know what I was talking about, and he just, we'll see.
Community doesn't know. A lot of the LGBTQ community doesn't know the baby's history. He's a wild guy. He once shot a and killed him in Walmart. Oh, this is true. Google it. The baby shot and killed a in Walmart in North Carolina. Nothing bad happened to his career. Do you see where I'm going with this? In our country, you can shoot and kill a but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings. A lot of the LBG.
Now, as funny as that joke is, because that is pretty funny, I sat there and I was like, okay, Dave, yeah, that's cool. So tell the rest of the story. And Dave never did that. And I feel like Dave Chappelle is wrong for that. And what I mean by that is, nigga, that entire situation was a self-defense situation. There are many white people or people around, and whatever, most black people gonna know who the baby are. But there's white people that's watching this shit, or whoever else it may be, that have no idea who the baby is. And he just made it sound like this nigga just killed somebody for no reason. And I didn't like that. I thought he was wrong for that.
Okay.
That was a self-defense situation where the nigga tried to kill the baby. He's wrong for that.
Because I didn't know about that situation at all. So
yeah, he's wrong for that.
So, yeah, I can see where I can see.
Dave is fucking wrong for that, guys.
Because it's not. Because that's not how it is. It paints two depictions of what happened. You know, you can't just go out there and kill somebody and it's no repercussions. So it's not gonna just be that kind of situation.
He made it sound like this nigga just walked into a Walmart and shot a nigga and walked out and killed somebody. That's exactly how Dave Chappelle made it sound. And I fuck with Dave, but when I saw that, I was like, why the fuck he say it like that? And I was sitting there waiting for him to say that. Well, it was self-defense, but he didn't even say that. I'm like, this nigga Dave is tripping. You see what he said about in the beginning, like in the first 5 minutes, about being molested? Was this nigga playing? I was like, yo, this nigga... I'm like, this nigga says the most wildest shit ever.
He said some wild shit in that special. I was like, is he really saying that right now?
The special overall was great.
The preacher and all that kind of stuff.
The special overall was great. That's the only part I didn't like. Everything else, I'm not gonna say I agree with all the other stuff that he said. Dave, he takes stuff and he flips it in such a genius type of way, because I understand a lot of stuff that he was saying about, you know, he said this was the last time he was going to address the LGBTQ community and transgenders that are all mad at him and all that.
Yeah.
So this is the last, and then he also said that this is going to be his last stand-up for a long time. I don't know if he called when he said that. I think it was in the beginning. He said this is going to be my last stand-up for a long time.
Damn.
I don't know how long that is. Remember how long it was last time? This nigga disappeared. But I thought the special was, I thought it was good overall. There was something that you said you didn't like about it. Before that, my bad. Michael Blackson said this, the comedian. He said, Dave Chappelle did not help the baby at all, shaking my head. Dave Chappelle low-key snitched on the baby. I don't know about that part. The LGBT did not know he killed anyone. Now they hate him even more. LOL. LGBT, it was self-defense.
Well,
That's true.
At least
they
he
didn't even know
cleared
this
it
nigga
up.
killed somebody. Now they hate him even more. And then he made it seem like this nigga just killed somebody for no reason.
Yeah, I can see that.
I was like, what the fuck? Okay, but go ahead. What did you like? My bad.
I didn't like when he was talking about the only part that I really kind of had an issue with was like I said, well, I guess more so an issue with is when he was talking about like how a slaveholder gave a slave freedom, and then the slave actually
He'd rebuild another whole thing of what he just went through pretty much.
Correct.
And, yeah.
But then he was just like, damn, P, what did he say?
That was a true story from what
did he say? He said, like, it made it seem like that's kind of okay because that was going around.
Oh, he was kind of saying like that's how business works. That's how like businessmen.
And I think me personally, that wasn't on no level. Do you think that's cool? Like, I just don't think at any level that even if this went on during that time, what in your mind triggers something? The whole slavery concept, when you think about it, you're superior to another race based on physical elements and all that kind of stuff, and people just think of other people as inferior just because of physical elements, skin changes, hair, and then just subject them to slavery just based on that. So
the story was there was a slave who was freed by his owner, and they gave him land. And he went and took that land and pretty much built another plantation and had slaves.
And treated them worse.
And treated them worse than what he was going through. Because that's kind of like all he knew pretty much.
And my qualm was that Dave brought up the point that during this time, yes, he's just adapting doing during that time what a lot of other people are doing to gain wealth. But this, I believe, puts into the perception that you can give people who were slaveholders or people who look at kind of slavery indifferently right now, because there's people that still look at slavery like, you know, that's what people did. This is giving them more of a foundation to be like, well, this is what everybody else did. That doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
So I think it's only given more fuel to the fire on that argument side to say that this is what everybody was doing at that time. Fuck it, you know? It was okay.
I'd have to see that part again because I don't know if he said he agreed with it. I don't know.
I'm not saying he agreed. I'm saying that bringing it up to that point.
Okay.
Bringing it up to that point. Well, it probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't have did that. To be honest, because now people are gonna take this as it is and probably use it for argument's sake. This is what was going on. I guarantee you, people are gonna be like, "Well, this is what was going on at the time. Is it so bad?" Yes. At the end of the day, slavery is bad because you're thinking that one race is superior to another based on some sort of elements, and it doesn't just make any sense because nobody's superior to another. Not in strength, not in... We all bleed, we all do that kind of stuff. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And for you to think otherwise, it just doesn't make any sense. So, that's just, like, my only issue.
I think, like he said at the end of the stand-up, he said, one thing I know for a fact, we all came out of a woman.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. No
and I'm not going to give my opinion on my other stuff. Like, it's just best if you don't have anything and you, like, because that cancel culture is real. So, I keep my opinions to myself and all that kind of stuff. But I fuck with I fuck with Dave. He, you know.
It's like you should have said I fuck with J. Cole. I was like, nigga, we ain't talking about J. Cole.
You know, he said what was on his mind. I mean, a lot of people won't agree with it. People will agree with it.
Dave has a lot of nuts.
Just what it is.
That nigga got...
Because a lot of people won't do that. A lot of people won't come out and say what they say. But you got to understand that there's a difference in opinion. Just because somebody has an opinion, that doesn't mean you have to agree with it. But, and I also was going to say this. Just because we had a freedom of speech, that doesn't mean it's always free, right?
Right.
But keep in mind, Dave said it so real that this is probably not going to affect him. Just because he's to that level. That's how crazy it is.
Yeah.
Because he's up to that level. And to think about that, if there was anybody else, any other comedian, we talking about maybe even Cat, somebody, anybody else, if they said this kind of stuff, they would for sure cancel. But so many people cannot attain to what Dave Chappelle has attained, and they wouldn't.
I think he hasn't given a fuck for so long that people just know Dave. Like, because I see it going around now. I'm gonna read the cancel shit in a minute, but I see it going around now. Everybody's saying on social media, we're not canceling Dave. It's not.
No. I'll speak on that after you say that too.
Okay.
I have something to say about that.
Okay. National Black Justice Coalition asks Netflix to pull Dave Chappelle's The Closer special over comments deemed transphobic. Netflix is under mounting pressure today to remove Dave Chappelle's latest stand-up, The Closer, from its streaming service after outcry from several public groups who claim the comedian made transphobic remarks. The NBJC is one of several high-profile organizations asking Netflix to pull the special. They said, quote, "It is deeply disappointing that Netflix allowed Dave Chappelle's lazy and hostile transphobia and homophobia to air on its platform. With 2021 on track to be the deadliest year on record for transgender people in the United States, the majority of whom are black transgender people, Netflix should have known better. Perpetuating transphobia perpetrates violence. Netflix should immediately pull The Closer from its platform and directly apologize to the transgender community." So yeah, Dave is sparking... I think Dave sparks controversy every time he drops a special. Literally every single time.
It is, man.
Literally every single time. According to CNN, during the special, which debuted Tuesday, Dave Chappelle says gender is a fact. Every human being in this room, every human being on Earth had to pass through the legs of a woman to be on Earth. That is a fact. Says he then goes on to make explicit jokes about the bodies of trans women. He did? I don't remember that. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
Netflix CEO backs up Dave Chappelle. The CEO of Netflix, Ted Sarandos, defends Dave Chappelle's stand-up The Closer amid backlash from the LGBT community. He had this to say, quote, "Chappelle is one of the most popular stand-up comedians today, and we have a long-standing deal with him. His last special, Sticks and Stones, also controversial, is our most watched, stickiest, and most award-winning stand-up special to date. And with our talent and with other talent, we work hard to support their creative freedom, even though this means there will be content on Netflix some people believe is harmful, like Cuties, 365 Days, 13 Reasons Why, and My Unorthodox Life." Oh yeah, that Cutie shit was weird. I remember you brought that shit up.
Those little kids?
Yeah, I remember you brought that shit up. Well, I forgot what it was about, but I don't even remember what it was about.
I don't either.
Dave responded, guys. He had a he was in front of an audience somewhere. It says, at the Hollywood Bowl. He had an appearance at the Hollywood Bowl. He got a standing ovation from the crowd. He said, quote, "If this is what it's like being canceled, I love it. Fuck Twitter, fuck NBC News, ABC News, all these stupid ass networks. I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you. This is real life." That's what he said. Dave Chappelle's The Closer is out now. You have something to say about the people trying to cancel this man?
So, a lot of what comments on social media and all that kind of stuff will say, a lot of people standing up clapping and all that kind of stuff. Some of these people, I'm not even gonna say some. I'm gonna say a good majority. Okay, I'm gonna say a good majority of these people. It's cool on social media, out there in the real world, for you to go with whatever the majority is going with. It's cool for that to happen. So some of these people, if it was anybody else, if it was any other comedian, if it was anybody else, you can bet your fucking life savings, any amount of money that you have, that they would be canceled by these same exact people, because the people on social media are sheep. Whatever's in right now, agenda, people, topics, people will go with the majority and go against their quote unquote what they believe in as, you know, as principle for themselves, and go with the majority of people just so they can seem like they cool, they with it, and this is how I really think. And this is not really how they think.
Like FOMO?
Yeah.
Fear of missing out?
I guess. I don't know what that is, but I guess.
You say fear of missing out.
But I know for a fact, all these people liking these posts and all that kind of stuff, for a fact, there's some people that would have canceled anybody else if it wasn't Dave Chappelle. For a fact, they would do that. But a lot of people, what they'll do, just like how we'll see in videos, we'll see in videos that say something, there's a clear indication of someone doing wrong. People will be like, well, they shouldn't have did it like that. Why wouldn't they have done that? Knowing damn well the society we live today, you motherfuckers are just so fucking stupid that you probably would have did the same thing that person did. Meaning, they would do the exact opposite or what they're saying they're doing, but they're saying they would do it this type of way because they want to act like they have sense.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. We don't seen shit like that before.
So if you could understand what I'm saying, people act some type of way because of people around them.
So in a nutshell, you're saying that if this
everybody here, there's a majority of people in those comments applauding Dave Chappelle that are just jumping on the bandwagon. That's why. Because if it was any other comedian, you would cancel him. If it was anybody else, you would cancel him. But you're going with the majority. The majority of people are going to applaud him, giving him congratulatory, you know, be like, thank you for speaking out this. Because I bet you there's some people that are trans and stuff like that in the comments. They're probably liking this stuff. I bet you that. I could put money on it. But it's cool to go with the majority. That's why. And that shit is fake. That's some fake shit.
Do you think it's more so of what you're saying, or is it because a lot of people genuinely fuck with Dave. Do you think it's that too? Or
But then everybody's outraged when some shit happens to fucking to like gay people. Everybody's or not outraged. Either or. It makes no sense. It's so one-sided. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's so one-sided. Some shit could happen to a fucking like somebody who's homosexual or somebody who's trans, and then they're feeling bad, but then they flip the script and say, oh, let's speak out and do this, and yeah, you know what, fuck those trans people, fuck those gay people and all that stuff. That doesn't make any sense. It just does not make any sense.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's all I gotta say about that. It's just like people just like, you just, I don't know what the word is, bro. I don't know. I can't think of the word. It's just like
dick riders.
Nah, bro, it's worse than that, bro. I'm thinking of the word.
It's worse than dick riders. They ride two dicks.
I'm just thinking it's just some word that
multi-dick riding.
It's just something off the top. I can't think of the top of my head. That's just like, that shit is just fake to me. This social media shit is just fake to me.
I think Dave is just different, man. I understand what you're saying. Dave is just a different dude, man.
Yeah, and it's Dave. Dave is always told provocative jokes, all this kind of stuff, but people are mad because he's telling what he feels about a certain subject. And guess what? People have been doing it for years. People tell you how it is, and they won't give a fuck about your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. You could choose not to look at Dave Chappelle or do not, you know?
I think you got to kind of have a history of being like how Dave was. Because if he would have just started doing this shit now... Like, if Kevin Hart started now saying the stuff that Dave Chappelle said, oh, Kevin Hart's out of here.
Yeah.
They get him the fuck out of here. They fucking stopped Kevin Hart from hosting the Oscars because he said he was going to smash a fucking dollhouse over his son's head if he did something gay or something like that.
I don't know, man. It's just a weird train of thought.
Dave's going to always spark controversy. That nigga's just different. But I hope he's not gone for too long, man, so we can end this segment of the Dave Chappelle shit. I hope he's not gone for too long.
Yeah.
Oh, there was something else. Oh, that story he told about that girl, that shit was sad. That shit was pretty sad.
That was pretty sad.
That was pretty sad. This spoiler alert. I should have said spoiler alert before we started, but yeah, I'm not gonna say what he said. But
we really didn't get.
That shit was pretty sad. That was really sad. Yeah. That was a sad story. Yeah, that's out now on Netflix, guys. Check it out if you haven't already. We're gonna move on here because I still have like 5 more things that we'll run through real quick, and then Brandon will go. The next thing I have, this is just some dumb shit. Denzel was talking about, I don't know how old this is, but Denzel Washington, well,
I think I know
that's
what
not
you're
his
about
name.
to say.
That's not his name. I said his name wrong. That's not even his name.
But I don't know what you said.
Denzel was talking about his name, and this is what he said, guys.
Oh no, is it Reed?
Actually, it's Denzel.
Oh no, is it Reed?
Yeah, but...
So was your dad Denzel?
Well, he was Denzel. And... yeah. And I'm Denzel Jr. So my mother started calling me Denzel, just so, you know, she'd say Denzel, and we both would show up.
Oh, I see.
So she started calling me Denzel.
He has the same, that's like me and my dad. We have the same exact name. It's not even Denzel, you dumb motherfuckers. You niggas been saying his name wrong, you stupid bitches. It's Denzel. Now we got to start putting respect on this nigga name, bro.
To be honest,
if you say Denzel, I'm smacking you.
Denzel.
It's Denzel.
Denzel Washington.
It's Denzel Washington, guys. If you didn't know,
I gotta make sure I remember that when I meet him.
it's Denzel. What if you say
He'd
Denzel?
be like, oh, you motherfucker.
What if you meet him and you call him that Denzel? He looks at you weird. Like he's gonna fuck you up.
I'd probably get to apologize.
Will Smith names his best and worst movies. What do you think he's gonna say his best and worst movies is? I saw this already, so I know.
His worst movies?
Mm-hmm. What do you think he would say would be his best movie? This is our guy, Will Smith. We fuck with Will.
I Am Robot.
I, Robot?
Yeah. I Am Robot. What the fuck is wrong with me? I Robot.
He did say that, but yeah, that's a good one. That's not what he said though.
Is
Let me go through
Legend?
the list. Bad Boys, Independence Day, Men in Black, Enemy of the State, Wild Wild West, The Legend of Bagger Vance, Ali, Men in Black 2, Bad Boys 2, I, Robot, Shark Tale, Hitch, ATL. This nigga, he was a producer on ATL. I didn't know that. This nigga produced ATL.
I don't know that either.
The Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend, Hancock, 7 Pounds.
He produced ATL?
He produced ATL. It says he's listed as a producer. What the fuck? 7 Pounds. He produced The Karate Kid too with his son. Men in Black 3, After Earth, Focus, Concussion, Suicide Squad. Now we just get into the garbage.
The most garbage I'm gonna say Suicide Squad.
He didn't say that. Let me just play what he said. This is some little thing online where they asking a question.
In your opinion, what is the worst and best movie of Will Smith? For the best, I think it's a tie between the first Men in Black and Pursuit of Happiness. For different reasons, those are the two almost perfect movies. Worst, I don't know. Wild Wild West just is a thorn in my side. I see myself with chaps. I don't like it. I love that movie, but
This nigga looks like Tech Nine for real. Why does Will Smith look like Tech Nine, guys? If you don't know who Tech Nine is, look up Will Smith's new look and then look up Tech Nine just for a good laugh. I think it's fucking.
If somebody said that they don't know who Tech Nine is, Chris would probably be at their door.
Wow! Shout out my nigga Chris. Wild Wild West was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad movie. I'm not gonna say that was just worse. What was worse, Wild Wild West or Suicide Squad? Wild Wild West was worse. Legend of Bagger Vance was pretty bad too. I know you never seen it. Don't ever watch that. Don't ever watch The Legend of Bagger Vance, please. Just save yourself the trouble. Why are you looking like that?
Nothing.
Just save yourself the trouble. Just never watch that movie ever. That might be his worst movie.
Legend of Bagger Vance?
Yeah. He said, what did he say? Men in Black? He's tripping. Where you going?
Blood is candle.
Oh. He said Men in Black. The first Men in Black. No, the first Men in Black was pretty good, but I'm not going to say that's his best movie.
First Men in Black was pretty good.
What is his best movie to me?
I think I, Robot.
I, Robot?
Or The Pursuit of Happiness.
I think his best movie might be, I don't know. I have to look at the list again. I don't know. That's a tough one. That doesn't even matter. Let's get to the important shit now, guys. These last few things I have. This news broke the other day. It says the officer who shot Jacob Blake will not face charges. If you guys remember, Jacob Blake was shot last year in Wisconsin. I think it was Kenosha, Wisconsin. Kenosha police officer Rustin Shesky shot Blake during a domestic disturbance call, which left him paralyzed from the waist down. Prosecutors decided not to file charges against the cop after video showed Blake with a knife at the time of the shooting. Accordingly, the review of this incident has been closed without a federal prosecution, mainly because of that knife. I don't remember. You know what's so fucked up? There's so many videos and so many situations. I can't even remember which situation was which anymore.
Yeah,
it is that fucked up now.
I don't even remember Jacob Blake. I can remember the others, but I can't remember Jacob Blake. Unless that's with
I vaguely remember this video.
with him going back into the car.
Yes, that's
Is that
that
it?
one. That's this one. And he had a knife, and then he shot at him like pop, 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 pop with the whip.
Oh, then he had his kids. His kids watching. Yeah.
Yes. So the officer is not gonna face charges. I'm not surprised at that. Mainly because of the knife thing. Whether you want to agree if it's right or wrong, I don't know. But also, guys, I have more Kenosha news. Remember Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yeah.
The little kid that was he a little kid? No, was he 18? Well, under 18. Oh, 17. He was 17 at the time of this incident. This was around the Kenosha riots around that time in Kenosha, Wisconsin. He was walking around 17 years old with the fucking AR, and he shot some people. The cops drove right past him. Mm-hmm. Kyle Rittenhouse's attorney argues Wisconsin's hunting laws allowed him to carry a weapon during the fatal shootings. Attorneys for Kyle Rittenhouse, the white thug, well, this is the Shade Room that wrote this, so that's why they put that. Charged with fatally shooting 2 people during a protest in Wisconsin last year, argued that hunting laws allowed him to carry the assault-style weapon used to carry out the shootings. I did see this on more places than the Shade Room, but this was the first place I had to screenshot this article. Wisconsin law prohibits anyone under 18 from being armed, but Rittenhouse's attorneys say the state law only forbids minors to carry short-barreled rifles and shotguns. With that said, the other prohibitions regarding minors fall under hunting laws, which say children under 12 can't hunt with guns. Rittenhouse was 17 on August 25, 2020, when prosecutors say he fatally shot 2 men and wounded another while carrying an AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle at a protest of the police shooting of Jacob Blake. So this was after the Jacob Blake thing. There appears to be an exception for 17-year-olds. Defense attorney Corey, I don't know how to say this guy's last name, but the defense attorney said that prosecutors fired back at this legal offense, saying Rittenhouse's attorneys should also tell the jury what he was hunting on the night of the shootings. Yeah, that's a good comeback. Yeah, he was hunting. What the fuck was he hunting for? I mean, that's what they really said. They can submit evidence that the defendant had a certificate to hunt, and he was engaged in illegal hunting on the streets of Kenosha that night. Yeah, so submit the certificate. Submit it. Submit the proof that he was hunting deer in the middle of a black riot.
I'm not surprised. I mean, they had to think of something, so I'm not surprised. But this above anything, like, come on, man.
He is charged with homicide, attempted homicide, and being a minor in possession of a firearm. Yeah.
Think about it like this. Don't get too mad, because at the end of the day, the defense gotta think of something in order to bring to the stand.
You know what? You my fucking nigga. You my nigga, bro. Because the next thing I have is exactly what the fuck you were just talking about. That is so funny. It's exactly what you were just talking about. This is my brother right here, guys. This is my motherfucking nigga. I couldn't wait to talk about. This is what I couldn't wait to talk about right here. I couldn't wait to talk about this shit. You didn't see this fucking kid, the shooting in Texas? You didn't see anything about this?
I think I had that. I don't know. I can't remember. Go ahead.
There was a shooting at a Texas high school last week, people.
Bullying?
Police confirmed the suspect. He injured at least 4 people, and he was in custody at the time after the shooting. According to CNN, the suspect, Timothy Simpkins, who was at large after the shooting, he was apprehended by the police. He was in custody. He's being charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Reports state they believe the shooting, which resulted in at least 4 people being injured at Timberview High School in Arlington, Texas, occurred after he was involved in a fight when then he drew his gun. And then there was stories about him being bullied or something at school. I didn't see too much about that, but I did see
I saw that, okay. Yeah. His parents said something too.
Okay. He was released on $75,000 bond, people. He was released on bond. He's a black man. Let me say that. I'll put his picture in the video. He is a black kid. That's what made it even more shocking that he was released on bond, because he's black. He got treated like a white kid, to be real with you. Let's just be real. He got treated like a white kid and was let out on bond. Because that typically doesn't happen for a young black kid to be shooting at people and he's released on bond. Let's just be real. It typically doesn't happen. In Texas, that typically does not happen. Timberview High School shooting suspect Timothy Simpkins bonds out of jail, according to Fox 4. The 18-year-old student accused of injuring 4 people in a shooting at the high school in Arlington, Texas, was released from jail last Thursday afternoon. He kept quiet after posting his bond. He did not respond to reporters when asked if he had anything to say to his family or those who were wounded. 4 people were hurt in the shooting, including 2 teachers and 2 students. One 15-year-old boy was critically injured, but Simpkins' family claims he was being bullied and trying to protect himself. They said there are documented reports of ongoing incidents between him and other students. Did you have anything to add to this? On your end? You got anything to add on your end? Did you screenshot anything? I wanted to have.
I looked at it. I didn't screenshot it.
All right, guys. Let me just say it now. Exactly what Brandon was talking about earlier. Everybody, if this was a white kid, I'm just gonna say it as clear as possible. If this was a white kid, there would not have been a million of you motherfuckers in these comments saying, "Good, he should be free." Oh, good. What? He fucking tried to kill some kids. He should be in jail still. So it doesn't matter what race he is. You said what?
Comments saying he should be
People
free?
were saying they agreed with him getting a bond. If this was a white kid, you motherfucker, this is exactly what this nigga was talking about.
This is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what.
There was a million comments. I'm reading the comments the other day. I'm like, bro, are these niggas serious right now?
Stupid motherfuckers.
It doesn't matter if this kid was black, white, Asian, Hispanic.
And if you're saying that because he was getting bullied, it don't fucking. I used to get bullied. You don't see me fucking carrying a piece.
Yeah, I got bullied too on my bus and shit, and I didn't think, oh, let me go kill this motherfucker with an AR. I didn't. That's not the first. Well, maybe it did come to mind, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't go fucking try to kill nobody. It doesn't matter what race you are. He is 18 years old. He's considered an adult. He's not legal adult yet because he's 21, but he is considered an adult in society's eyes. He's 18 years old. He didn't kill nobody, but he tried to kill people. He critically injured one student, a 15-year-old. He should not have been posted. He should not have gotten a bond, guys. Let's be real. And exactly what Brandon was talking about is exactly what I saw in the comments on Instagram. Multiple places.
Like, I don't get it, man. If he was... That's 100% true. If he was white, he probably...
If it was a white kid, you motherfuckers...
People would all be rallying. Oh, yeah, he should be in jail, do all this. He tried to kill people.
Let's keep it fair. We got to keep it fair, guys. We can't play both sides of the fence. We have to keep it fair.
And a lot of people want to do that. A lot of people be like, if you don't agree with me, fuck your opinion.
Yeah.
That's like... Think with your head. Think with your head and don't follow what other people think.
Y'all are wrong.
Don't just follow people just because that's what's popular thing. If the popular thing is to hate some sort of person and all that kind of stuff, and that's what you want to do, you're a sheep. Yeah. Think for yourself.
This kid should not.
Clearly, it's a wrong situation. He's being bullied, but that doesn't mean you pull out a piece and start shooting at people. That doesn't mean that. And if there's documented incidences between him and that ex person, whatever, then clearly there's some communication error or something just not being done at the school, the education level. If something's and quote unquote documented to happen between the student and him being bullied, and that doesn't mean that you bring a piece to school and you try to settle your beef just like that. That's not how it goes. That's not what I did.
Now this is different here, because if he was in a situation where he was bullied to the point where he felt like he needed a gun, he should have only pulled out that gun, because I can understand if kids are in that situation. They're getting bullied to the point where they feel like they need to carry a gun, because that may be happening on a lot of cases out here in the United States or wherever it is. There could be kids that are out here getting bullied that feel like they need to be carrying a gun. But I feel like the only time you need to pull out a gun is if somebody threatens to kill you, or if he was in a fight and a kid pulled out a gun on him, then it's a different story.
Yeah.
Protect yourself. Maybe you shouldn't have a gun at 18. That's a whole nother conversation. But if you feel like you need to protect yourself, that's a whole nother story. So I feel like if it was that type of situation, then we could say that. But this motherfucker just came out and just shoot niggas. Let's be fair, guys. That's not fair. That is not fair to say that he should be released on bond. That's not fair, because if it was
like
a white kid,
before,
it'd be a different story.
Like I said before, it's just you. Everybody just don't know how to think for themselves. You just want to go with the consensus here and say, you know what? Jim and Tim and Devontae, whatever they want to say this on Instagram, and everybody else wants to be outraged about this. You know what I should do to be cool? I should be outraged just like them.
And some people just say shit like that just to get attention too. People just comment just so motherfuckers.
Shout out to the people that remain real, that keep it a buck.
You remain real.
That keep it a buck, man, because you got to be able to think with your head, man. Look at the situation from the outside and look at it. All the presented facts. The facts is he had a gun. He was trying to kill people, and it's just not more. It was more than one person. And if it was any other type of race, he would have been in jail, and everybody else would have been crying. You know,
He got treated
keep
like,
him there.
He got treated like a white kid.
So
He got
it is what it
apprehended
is,
by
you
the
know?
police. They didn't shoot at him. I don't know. He probably didn't shoot at the cops or anything like that. But this is a black kid who got apprehended by police and got a bond. He got treated like a white kid. The last thing I have, guys, so Brandon can go because we finna hit an hour already. Gabby Petito's cause of death has been confirmed. We talked about her situation a couple weeks ago. Brandon brought it up first. And then the week after, I had brought up more details. Her boyfriend is still missing. What's his name? Brian Laundrie. He has been missing since September 14th. But her cause of death, according to after her autopsy, has been strangulation. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. I
was
just saw it actually.
Yeah, she was strangled. So rest in peace to her. Who knows where this kid is? If he's still alive, who knows where he's at? But yeah, he has been missing since September 14th. What was the guy's name? The fucking bounty hunter? When's he supposed to catch him? What happened to that?
I don't know.
That's all I got, guys. Brandon's gonna go now.
I'm gonna try to do three good articles.
You can do whatever. You can do 10. You can do however many you want to do. It's your show. You're the man. It's your show too.
I'm gonna do this one here. A middle school teacher was filmed removing her mask and intentionally breathing on a cornered student. A video online shows. So this happened out in Texas. A middle school teacher was filmed removing her face mask and intentionally breathing on a student. She's seen cornering the student during the September 17th altercation. The teacher was removed from the classroom and facing termination, according to the news. She's been filmed doing so. She hasn't been named, and she was caught on camera saying, "quote unquote, I do not care." And when she cornered the student at Med Middle School in Houston during the altercation that took place on September 17th, the student can be heard repeatedly asking the teacher to get out of my face. I got a video here. We'll put it in here.
She needs to be named. Why isn't she named? I didn't see this.
Don't get it twisted, ma'am. Don't get it twisted. Get out my face. You get out mine. Get out my face. Get out my face. Bitch, I don't care. I don't care. You get out. You get out mine. Get out my face. Get out my face. Bitch, I don't
She has to be a young teacher.
care. I don't care. You get out.
Doesn't excuse what she's doing, but she's
What is that noise?
she's showing very immature behavior. She's showing very immature behavior.
I don't get it.
She has to be in her 20s. She has to be in her 20s, maybe her early 30s.
Probably in her 20s.
She has to be in her 20s. Yeah, that's.
Can't be doing this
She
kind of
needs to,
stuff.
why wasn't she named? She needs to be fucking named.
Can't be doing this kind of stuff. I probably could find another article. This one didn't mention
Texas,
it.
y'all just different. What the fuck is going on in Texas? Y'all niggas is just different. You seen that the governor? He's not letting them do any type of any type of vaccine mandates.
Good job, Texas.
He's not. He said, "I don't want no type of vaccine mandates anywhere." The governor of Texas, Greg Abbott. Fuck you, Greg Abbott, because we done talked about you a couple of times. Texas, y'all just different.
I got another article here. A teacher out in North Carolina, a charter school, resigns after claims of field slave comments to black students. A teacher in North Carolina, a charter school, has resigned after parents brought to light a number of alleged racist incidents, including a racially insensitive lesson to black students back in September. In an 8th grade class at Winterville Charter Academy, during a lesson regarding the importance of the U.S. Constitution, parents claimed the teacher allegedly asked black students to stand up, telling them that if it wasn't for the Constitution, they would be, quote unquote, field slaves.
No, she did not do that.
The school said it acted immediately and is working to address the ongoing concerns from parents. And quote unquote, they're what they said. Clearly, we know how that's not how history works. Kanisha Tillman, who has an 8th grader in the class, she's a parent. She said, quote unquote, but what upsets me more is not only is she teaching history and the Constitution wrong, but the fact that she personalized it and made our students stand up, raise their hand, and separate themselves from the rest of the class and say that they would be working for her as in the field as slaves. So you are fucking tripping. Yo,
Why the fuck?
you're bugging, man. There's like certain things that people are more sensitive about nowadays, and this is not one of them. Like this is serious. Like you can't tell people that. This is not like people. I get mad because people are overly sensitive about certain things. This is something that you need to be sensitive about because we're trying to go forwards. We're not trying to like. There's no point in time where this would be adequate. Okay to say to your students and single them out and do that kind of stuff.
I can't believe she said that. That's fucking crazy. She told them motherfuckers to stand up. Everybody standing right now. If it wasn't for the Constitution, you would be field slave. Get the fuck out of here. I would have smacked her. If I was in the class, I would have probably did something. I would have said something. I would have been highly upset. Like, what did you say, nigga? That's probably the words that would have came out of my mouth.
You know what? I'm gonna do 3 good articles and then call it a day because I'm not doing no more of this fucked up shit. Some college students at California State Prison. There are college students out in a California State Prison. They had the opportunity to earn their college degrees. I'm about to read an article on it. In California State Prison, Los Angeles County hosted a graduation ceremony for 25 incarcerated students who earned their Bachelor's of Arts degree in Communication Studies through an educational partnership with California State University. For Cal State. So
that's good.
They obtained a higher education in a prison setting through a partner like Cal State LA, and it's an opportunity for incarcerated people to have a true second chance. So they were able to study and get their degrees while they're and try to reform their lives.
You don't hear too much stories like that.
So shout out to them and shout out to them for doing that, that kind of stuff.
What's up?
So that's one article down there.
Oh, the rest of your stuff is positive?
Yeah, I'm just tired of fucking.
Everybody just different today.
Yeah.
Cause we got some more niggas that's just different later.
There's a school principal. I think I'm gonna see if I can put this out. This article in there this video in there. So it's been 3 years since Tanisha Swinton Buck took control of Baltimore's Digital Harbor High School. Mm-hmm. And for y'all who know about Baltimore, like that shit's serious out there. Like shit's going on out there. Mm-hmm. People need help. Students need help. It's just like the community in general needs help out there. So she devoted herself to bonding with students via TikTok routines, leading by example on campus, and making record-setting impacts in attendance, grade averages, and graduation rates. In yet alone this two past years that she's took. Yeah. So it's those results that led her to being named Maryland's Principal of the Year for 2021. It's also the reason today's. So Al Roker, he met with her and 100 students from the high school for a big surprise. They celebrated her and visited to one of her football games, the hometown football games, and shine out, like, I guess, give her per se recognition.
Props and shit like that, yeah.
So
that's what's up.
Shout out to her, man. Like, it's real positive when somebody can believe in you and show students that they need guidance, because some people they don't have it at home. So shout out to you for doing that kind of stuff.
How about give her a raise? How about that?
Yeah, sure.
We need more people like you. How about that, guys? Give her a raise.
Yeah.
How about you guys do that?
So Maryland's Principal of the Year for 2021. So Taisha Swinton Buck. That's cool. This other one here, I have I guess it's a shout out kind of per se. Oldest U.S. veteran of World War II celebrates his 112th birthday.
Damn.
112, man. That's crazy.
Think he's still fucking?
A Louisiana man who is the oldest living World War II veteran in the U.S. has marked his 112th birthday.
Damn.
Lawrence Brooks celebrated this past Sunday with a drive-by party at his New Orleans home.
A drive-by party?
Yeah.
In New Orleans?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hosted by National World War Museum, and some another organization. He received greetings from Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards, who tweeted, "quote unquote, Mr. Brooks, the entire state of Louisiana thanks you for your service, and we all wish you a joyous birthday." So,
damn,
happy belated, man. Turned to 112. Thank you for your service, man.
Would you want to live that long?
I don't know, man.
That's old.
We talking
like
we
you talking
about double. We talking double your like expectancy at like 60. Damn. Almost, right? Yeah.
2021 minus 112.
We appreciate your service, sir.
I was born in 1909. That is a lot of wisdom and history, bro.
That's a long time, bro.
I wonder if he's still able to.
I just can't believe that somebody can make it to like over 100 years old. Like
Yeah,
you're
man,
talking
yeah,
about a
yeah.
century, P.
Yeah, that's a long time. 112. You talk about 12 years past 100. That's pretty old.
That's wild. Shout out to you, man. That's all I got.
I guess we're transitioning to the shout out segment because I have something for shout out segment next anyway. So we'll transition into that. My shout out is gonna go to Orlando Brown, guys, the guy from That's So Raven who went nuts and was a drug addict. I'm giving him a shout out this week, guys.
Shout out.
There has been photos circulating of Orlando Brown. It looks like he has beat his drug addiction, guys, and there's photos circulating of him with his family. Everybody on social media has been showing him love. It's probably fake, like we were just talking earlier. Says Orlando, this is from Complex. Orlando Brown is looking much healthier and a whole lot happier these days. Resurfaced footage shows the 33-year-old actor giving a quick speech at Rise Church in Abilene, Texas. Why everything happened in Texas? Where he reportedly enrolled in a 6-month recovery program for his addiction. According to the Houston Chronicle, Brown graduated from the inpatient program in November 2020, shortly after he tied the knot with Danielle Brown. My fiance, this is quote is from him. It says, "My fiance told me about this place, and when I came, it was amazing." He said during a fundraiser event for the program last year, "I had a blast. These brothers accepted me for who I am. All the leaders are brilliant. They're geniuses, and they're men of God." So I want to give a shout out to him, man, because there was a lot of videos going around on social media of this motherfucker doing nut shit. Like, he was doing a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, acting insane. I'm pretty sure.
Shout out to you, man. Like, for real.
Shout out to you, man.
I hope you stay on the path that you meant to take and just do what you need to do, man. Don't worry about it. Like,
cause it's crazy. I didn't see a lot of people talking about this, but you know what I saw all the time? Motherfuckers laughing at him.
Yeah.
And for him doing all that nut shit and posting all this shit on Twitter, laughing, oh, look at this guy, Vanessa Raven's going crazy. I ain't see nobody talking about this. Like we talk about every week. Everybody wants to talk about all the negative shit in the fucking world, but nobody wants to point out the positive shit. So
yeah, I'm gonna try. We're gonna try from now on. We're gonna try to. There's fucked up shit. At the end of the day, you can't deny that there's fucked up shit that goes on out here in the world, and for us to shy away from that, can't do that. It's not realistic perspective on things. But I think we'll try our best to put some positive articles in there so it can at least, make somebody like think that there's some sort of good things happening out there in the world. So
for those that don't know, this is the guy that played Eddie on That's So Raven, the black kid.
Yeah.
On That's So Raven. That's Orlando Brown. Shout out to him, man.
Shout out.
I thought it was another guy. Oh, that's Orlando Bloom. That's
The guy who was in Parts of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? I say Caribbean.
Caribbean, probably.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
How does that doesn't sound right when you say the movie like that? Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't know, man.
We're gonna move on to the music segment now, guys. Damn, these niggas just different out here, boy. That's gonna be the name of this episode, just different.
Texas, man, y'all need
These
to.
niggas is crazy.
Y'all need to calm down out there, man. I don't know what's going on out there, man. But
they have named. Well, the Hip Hop Awards was the other night. We talked about the nominees. Hold up, I'm not gonna show you. I want you to guess them, you bitch. I want you to guess them. Best rap, album of the year, hip hop album of the year. Nominees were Moneybagg Yo's A Gangsta's Pain, Tyler the Creator's Call Me If You Get Lost, Migos Culture 3, Good News Megan Thee Stallion, DJ Khaled, Savage Mode 2, 21 Savage, The Off Season J. Cole. Isaiah Rashad's album was not in here, remember? It wasn't in there. Should have been Isaiah.
I'm gonna say
Cole, Tyler, Moneybagg, Migos.
I'm gonna say the three that I'm thinking of is Megan Thee Stallion, Migos, and Khaled. Is it one of those three?
No, it's none of those.
Damn.
It's none of those.
So it must be Tyler's.
Yeah, it was Tyler's.
Oh, okay.
Tyler
well, you know
Creators.
what? That's cool with me. That's crazy. That's good then.
Tyler the Creator's Call Me If You Get Lost won Hip Hop Album of the Year. Lyricists of the Year. We had Benny the Butcher, Drake, J. Cole, Lil Baby, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nas. Lyricist of the Year.
The way you said it made it sound funny, so I'm gonna say Megan Thee Stallion.
Could you imagine if they gave?
That's what I'm saying. That the way you said it made me think that
I just wanted to put emphasis.
So they gave it to Nas.
No, they gave it to Cole.
Okay.
J. Cole has he won the Lyricist of the Year at the BET Hip Hop Awards. What else we had? Hip Hop Artist of the Year. I guess I'll let you get. What's the difference between? I guess lyricist and hip hop artist is two different. Lil Baby, Cardi B, Drake, J. Cole, Megan Thee Stallion, Tyler. They gave that to Lil Baby, Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm fine with that one. I'm fine with Cole.
I'm happy that I know Khaled mad. Khaled is probably heated, bro.
Oh yeah, he probably is fucking mad.
He's probably mad.
He was already mad at Tyler. I'm happy about the Cole one. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the Lil Baby one too. I'm cool with that one.
Yeah.
Best hip hop video, WAP. Ooh. Best live performer, they gave it to Tyler. Why is Busta Rhymes in here? He hasn't performed. He's still performing. Tyler, Busta Rhymes, Cardi B, DaBaby, Megan Thee Stallion, and Doja Cat. Tyler the Creator got best live performer. Song of the year went to WAP. Best new hip hop artist went to Young Blue. Over Coi Leray, Don Toliver, Moray, and Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty's still locked up. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at some of those. The most important ones was
like
the lyricists.
They had some sort of sense.
Yeah, the most important ones was the lyricists and hip hop artists. I wasn't mad at Lil Baby, and I definitely wasn't mad at Cole, even though his album wasn't.
Fucking Tyler.
Yeah,
well, but I mean, I feel like
Isaiah's album should have been in there.
I feel like that should have been at least considered. But
should have been.
They didn't even do that. So.
We talked about R. Kelly. Was that last week or the week before? I think it was the week before last.
I think it was the week before last.
YouTube has removed R. Kelly's channels following his conviction.
Damn.
YouTube, will not allow him to create any more channels, but his music will still be offered on YouTube Music. How do they know? How are they gonna stop him from creating a channel? How are they gonna stop him from doing it? How are they gonna know it's him?
It's like I don't understand that waiting for a conviction when it was known that he's been doing all this kind of shit.
This video of him pissing on somebody. R. Kelly's music sales have increased by 500%.
Didn't I call that out? Pete?
Since his conviction, his music sales have gone up 500%. His streams have also gone up by 23%. Says R. Kelly's fall from grace accelerated after he was found guilty of racketeering, sexual exploitation of a child, and kidnapping. But his streams and sales haven't fallen at all. That fucking charge sounds insane. Sexual exploitation of a child. That is insane. In fact, in the week following his guilty verdict, Kelly's music saw double-digit growth in streams and triple-digit growth in sales. From September 27th through October 3rd, Kelly's on-demand audio streams were up 22%, while video streams were up 23% compared to the previous 7 days. All told, his streams jumped from 11.2 million to 13.4 million. His album sales were up 517%. Jesus Christ.
I called this out.
The Boondocks called it out too, because they said this was going to happen.
You know why? Because people just want to be in what's going on right now. Y'all been know this is what's happening with R. Kelly and all that kind of shit. But it's cool right now to put all videos in this thing and free R. Kelly and do all this shit.
And the thing about it though, people don't care that R. Kelly did all that shit. They just care that he made good music at the time. People don't care about all that shit.
I won't deny that he made good music, but
should people care? Should that make you stop listening to his music just because of all the stuff he did? Because a lot of people are like that with athletes. They don't give a fuck if the athlete's an asshole off the court. They just care that this nigga can hit a three for their team. Niggas don't care that this nigga's a dickhead and he don't.
There's a difference. I don't want to bring up this example because it seemed kind of fucked up. There's a difference between R. Kelly and there's a difference between Michael Vick. What's the difference? One is a habitual offender.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference. And Michael Vick, he turned his life around. You can't hate him for what he did. He made a mistake. If he did what he did, huh?
Niggas still mad at Vick.
But he paid for what he had to do. He was locked up. He turned his life around. He did. He owned up to his mistakes and did what he did. But time and time again, all these allegations have come out for R. Kelly, but people constantly pick up for him. And only now he's getting canceled. Only now. You're talking about X amount of years later. So no, it doesn't matter if it happened during that time or anything like that. It should be held accountable then. Right then. Yeah. This has been going on for years, bro. This is since we was young, bro. Since we was jits.
Trapped in the closet and shit like that. Like, then some shit. That was the most crazy shit ever. You know, I went back and watched that Trapped in the Closet videos like a couple months ago, and I was like, yo, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. And when we was in school, we thought this shit was amazing. Like, oh my god, you see Trapped in the Closet shit? Somebody gives a fuck about that shit. What else? New music is out, guys. The Rock, your favorite wrestler, The Rock, had something to say, guys. Oh, it's not connected. Hold on. Now it's connected. The Rock has something to say. You ready? Nigga going in.
It's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Like in some more in my veins, my culture banging with strange. I change the game, so what's my motherfucking name? What they gonna get though? Desecration, defamation. If you wanna bring it to the mass.
Desecration, defamation. If you wanna.
This is face to face, now we escalating. When I have to put boost asses mean on ya. Like a dream when I'm rumbling, you're gonna scream, mama. So bring drama.
He talking to you, boy. Don't scream, mama, bro. He talking to you, bro.
Rock. What's his name? Dwayne?
Bro, leave him alone, bro.
I call that nigga Rock. I said Rock.
You just bringing some positivity in here, bro. It's alright.
This nigga said he's gonna fuck somebody up. That's not possible.
Hey, bro. That's what it is, man.
Please
I can't hate on
never
him,
make music again, bro.
Hey, nah, don't
Please
listen to him.
never make another song again.
Don't listen to him. You positive, bro. Do what you need to do, bro. Get your money, bro.
That nigga's different.
Do what you need to do, bro. I would have said it to his face. He'll fuck me up.
That nigga's different. Y'all want to know who else is
He'll give me
different?
Rock Bottom. You remember Rock Bottom on WrestleMania?
No, I didn't watch wrestling. I never watched wrestling. I was never into wrestling. I promise you, I never was.
But you had to do this.
I tried to watch it for like a week because everybody in my 8th grade class was talking about it, and I was like,
Eighth grade.
Yeah, everybody in 8th grade was talking about it, and I was like,
I'm thinking about
you know what? It was my fear of missing out. I had FOMO, and I was like,
I used to like wrestling.
I never watched wrestling. I never liked it. I watched it for a week, and I was like, yeah, this shit is corny.
I think you caught on too late, bro, because it was 8th grade.
Yeah, because everybody in class was talking about, you see WrestleMania last night? And I was like, damn, I didn't see it. Everybody's talking about shit. Maybe I should watch it. And then I tried to get into it, and it was like, that didn't work.
It's probably too late.
I already knew it was fake, so it was like, I don't care. Niggas just different, man. You want to know who else is just different, guys? Jay-Z. I sent Brandon a video earlier. This is, we talked about Joe Budden's podcast. Well, he's not on Joe Budden's podcast no more. He got another podcast. Maul from the ex from Joe Budden podcast. His brother, Maul's brother started Rockefeller with Dame Dash and Jay-Z, and he was talking about Jay-Z turning down money some years ago. This is what he said. That nigga's different.
Like Jay, he's the same person that he always was. I remember back then, if he was getting $10,000 for a show, somebody offering him $50,000, and he didn't want to do it, he just wouldn't do it.
Gotcha.
You know. I mean, I called them a couple years ago. I was like, yo, so I got somebody, they want to pay, I think it was like $1.5 million for 2 shows, so $3 million, and they want him to do an hour each. And he was like, nah, I'm just chilling right now.
Jesus Christ.
Could you imagine being offered $3 million and say, nah, I'm just chilling right now?
To be honest, to be at that level to where he was, he could just refuse that. That just goes to show the kind of character that he is. To just be like, man, I'm just chilling. I ain't bothered about
that's some different shit.
That's some like
bullshit.
I don't even know what the word is, bro.
Said, hey, bro, I got 2 shows. That's a long time to perform. Like 2 shows for an hour. Yeah. That's a long time. Because usually, I think like even when maybe you're on tour for like an hour, maybe, but 2 hours for $3 million, bro. I said, nah, I'm just chilling right now. I'm good. That's different. God,
that's crazy.
Get me to that level. So you didn't like the Rock's rap?
I didn't say anything about it.
What was wrong with it?
I didn't say anything was wrong with it.
Did
you
you
the
like
one laughing,
it?
bro. Yeah, I liked it.
You didn't like that bullshit. That shit was some fucking.
You tell me what I like and don't like, boy.
All right, it's time. It's time to have a real serious conversation about Currency. Hour 18 minutes in.
Yeah, all right.
Currency's new album, Still Stoned on Ocean, is out now. Yo, Currency, stop. I didn't even think I was gonna like this shit. So I'm listening to it. I'm like, bro, this shit is fucking amazing. I'm like, bro, how is Currency? And he doesn't care. He doesn't even care about not getting recognition. Somebody had tweeted something the other day. I gotta find the tweet of what they said, but it was really funny because Currency even liked it. But it's just like Currency, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even care that he doesn't get recognized, and he's been putting out great music for years, bro. Currency really just be dropping amazing tapes like it's nothing, then go about his day tweeting about cars and Adult Swim shows. That was the tweet. That's really what he does. That's really all this nigga does. This nigga's album is great. Like, why doesn't Currency get the recognition that he deserves? Why is it? He's been one of the most consistent rappers for a very long time.
I think it's because people, like, originally, when you think about it,
is
the type of music,
lazy sound?
I think the type of music that he was catered towards, just like smokers and all that kind of stuff, and people still probably think that way, but Currency, he has, and we've talked about him highly before.
A lot on this.
He has one, if not the top two, including Ross, best beats out of any rapper that you could think of. You can't tell me different.
Yeah.
Top like him and Ross, bar for bar. Beat selection that he has for all his songs is up there. I don't understand why he doesn't get. And he's the most consistent. He probably will go down to be the most consistent rapper of all time. You can't. He drops a lot of projects. You can't say anybody is more consistent than him. It works more than he does because there's not anybody that comes to mind from my head. There's not anybody that's consistently releasing stuff, whether you hear about it or I hear about it or anybody else hears about it. He's just consistent about it.
We gotta get Currency on here one day. Because we show this nigga a lot of love. We gotta get this nigga on here one day.
Currency, man. Shout out to you, man.
I mean, not smoke.
Yeah, we don't smoke.
Be like Currency, just sit down and not smoke. You think it's possible for him to do that for an hour and a half? Nah. I'm gonna just go ahead and spark up right now. Stick it right here. Shout out to Currency, man. Oh, you wanna know what's big? This nigga, and I hate when he does this shit on Instagram. LeBron posted Currency playing Currency on his IG story. LeBron.
That's all you know. That's all you know. Everybody gonna start messing with the Currency now. Everybody, I bet you, mark my words.
Chris, your boy is playing it on his Instagram story. He's playing Currency. He's vibing out to that.
Mark my words. Now that LeBron did that, everybody's all of a sudden gonna become a Currency fan. Watch, just because it's cool.
And LeBron James now has 100 million followers on Instagram.
Is that a lot? Is that the most?
He has more than the NBA, NFL, and some other leagues' Instagram pages combined.
Damn. For an organization?
Yes, he has more than organizations' pages combined. 100 million. I think Ronaldo has the most.
That's a lot.
I think Ronaldo has 355 million. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. You can make an Instagram story and it goes to 355 million people.
That's crazy. He's beloved worldwide too. So
shout out to Currency, man, and thanks LeBron for actually playing something good.
Hopefully, man, he gets the recognition that people. You don't have to smoke to listen to Currency's music, man. Currency it's just very chill music. It's just very relaxing music.
Chilling. He be rapping his ass off.
If anything, the people that need to listen to Currency, the people out in Cali or the people out in Florida who live by the beach.
He be spitting some bars sometimes. He doesn't bar you to death. That's kind of what I said about Isaiah when we talked about Isaiah album. Like Currency doesn't bar you to death. Ooh, who's a better rapper, Isaiah or Shout or Currency? That's a great question.
Nah, bro, he ain't releasing no projects for us to say that.
Who, Isaiah? You say no? Yeah, I say Currency's a better rapper than Isaiah. I say
I'm not going.
But you know
I'm not gonna say that now, bro.
I think Currency's a better rapper than Isaiah. I don't think Currency's ever been able to put out a project better than what Isaiah just did.
Okay, all right, okay, we could say that. All right,
but that's just a whole body of work. Currency's never been able to put out a body of work like Isaiah just did. Currency has some really dope albums. He has a really lot of dope albums.
A lot. I'm telling you, it's probably over 10.
I think Currency's a better rapper.
It's probably over 10, ain't it?
Well, over 10 albums?
Yeah.
It's definitely over 10 albums. It's well over 10 albums.
No, I'm talking about that's like...
Oh, that's good?
Certified good.
If you're including mixtapes, yes. If you're including mixtapes, yes.
If you include mixtapes, then it's probably closer to 15. It's probably closer to 15. Yeah, think about that. Including mixtapes and albums.
Yeah.
That your body's of work is 15, like great, and that's not even the full amount of work that he's done.
Currency's the man, bro.
So
shout out to Currency.
Shout out, man.
I gotta get that nigga on here one day. It'll happen one day. Speaking into existence.
Yeah.
Don Toliver's album is out now. I gave Don Toliver a shout out like maybe when we first started this podcast. I had him on the shout. I had it for the shout out segment. I listened to it on the way over here. That was really good. His album was really good. It's called Life of a Don. His album was really that was a really good album.
Yeah.
I listened to the whole thing too. Tell you how long it took me to get over here because I listened to the whole fucking album.
Damn.
And that shit was an hour and 9 minutes.
Damn. Was traffic like that?
Yeah, it's an hour and 9 minutes and it is 16 songs. Well, maybe it's just an hour then because they got 3 videos here at the end. So it's probably
I live out here in the sticks, out here in LaGrange.
Yeah, shout out Don Toliver, man. His album's pretty good. The last thing I have for music, or I should say the last thing we have for music, I saw somebody, Instagram page posted this. It says Kendrick will forever be better than J. Cole. And my question is there anything J. Cole can do to surpass Kendrick Lamar as an artist because I don't think he's come close to Kendrick. And J. Cole is my favorite rapper ever. But just me being real, I think artistry-wise as a whole, I don't think he's close to Kendrick.
I'm going to agree with that.
Is there anything that he can do
No.
to pass Kendrick? Nothing? There's nothing he can do?
No, because even if you even if you release
Three
consecutive albums,
it gonna be 3. It's gonna be 2 more projects from Cole. And that's it. From what he said, it's 2 more projects from Cole.
Even if he releases two good projects, whatever you may say, it still
classics.
It still will not top Kendrick just because whenever Kendrick releases, he comes with something that's unique, and he doesn't miss for some reason. He just doesn't miss with the stuff that he delivers. He takes his time with his stuff, and I'm not saying Cole doesn't. And I'm not disrespecting Cole, even though I'll be playing around and all that kind of stuff. But it just won't be to the level of. It just won't be to the level of how Cole. And it's just not catch up. You just can't.
There's a lot of people that would say that we're crazy. There's a lot of people that really think that J. Cole's.
You can't be a J. Cole fan and be delusional. You can't. There's a limit. There's a limit to being like
there's
realistic.
People that really think that J. Cole's better than Kendrick.
Yeah. And we don't hate, like, he's a fan like of J. Cole down to the bone, like, for real. And I mess with J. Cole, but it's just not like
better than Kendrick.
It's not. You just have to face the music on that and say that he's just not. Every single project that he's put out has been like
masterpiece,
like flawless.
Has been masterpieces.
No, we're talking no skips or anything like that. But we're talking about longevity for Cole's projects. They don't stick around for much. That's not downplaying his skill because he's definitely gotten better. But it's not something that sticks around for a prolonged amount of time. And that is to say that it's just what it is. That kind of speaks for itself. So
I think Cole got better with his first 3 albums. His first 3 got better each time, and then it kind of he went
tapered
like
off.
And then
tapered off.
Yeah, and it kind of peaked. To me, at least. Kendrick, it was just. Well, I don't know, because I don't know if To Pimp a Butterfly is better than Good Kid, Mad City, but they were so close. Good Kid, Mad City is that's a top 5 album in hip hop history to me.
Yeah,
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
I just hate how long Kendrick takes. That's the only.
Well, you know what? Well, we can't be mad at that because every time he does that, he delivers, right?
Yeah.
So you can't be mad at every time like that. Just like Isaiah Rashad taking forever to.
Yeah,
he really. When is that deluxe coming out? Speaking of that,
I don't know. I didn't say anything about it. I hope that shit wasn't a rumor. I hope it was really true. I haven't seen him say anything about it. He's on tour right now.
Good fucking album, man.
Yeah, but I fuck with J. Cole. That's my nigga. That's my guy.
Like, a lot of people, you just can't. Yes, you can like somebody, but like it can't be like delusional to the point of of liking them. Like, look at the facts. Come on now.
I've never seen Kendrick do what Cole did with that freestyle.
Yeah.
I've never seen Kendrick do that.
He'll do ciphers.
Freestyle that he just did.
He'll do cipher. I think he did a cipher.
He did that fucking one.
Like years ago, actually, though.
Yeah, the one he dissed Drake in like 2013.
Was it?
You know what's so crazy?
I thought he did.
You remember that fucking when he dissed Drake and it was all them niggas and it was like the BT Wars and shit?
Tech Nine was in there too?
It was something like that. You know Isaiah Rashad was in there.
Was he?
He was in there. He freestyled. He freestyled. He freestyled before Kendrick.
I never remember.
I didn't even realize that. I was like, this nigga Isaiah Rashad was out there doing that shit. That's all we got for music, guys. What you finna look up?
See what that cipher words?
Oh. The LA Leakers freestyle J. Cole did earlier this year. I ain't never seen Dot do that. I'll say that.
2019.
Did Kendrick did a freestyle? Kendrick ain't do no damn freestyle 2 years ago.
This?
We ain't seen Kendrick in like 5 years. That was from 2013. My bad, y'all. I was trying to blow
up. Oh, they posted
it.
They posted it then. This wasn't it, was it?
That's the one I'm talking about. Where he dissed Drake. That was 2013 or 2014.
Yeah, that's really.
Isaiah Rashad was in there.
Damn, I didn't know that. Oh, is that him in the back? That's him in the back.
This nigga Isaiah's back there. This damn near 10 years ago.
Yo.
This nigga's back there. This nigga's
Isaiah Rashad in the back. He looking like.
Yeah, because the nigga was going that Drake. I never realized that was him. Well, this nigga Isaiah was back there.
That's crazy.
Nigga came a long way. That's all we got for music, guys. We're gonna get into sports. Oh man, a lot of shit. Y'all niggas different, boy. Kendrick is just different, right? Kendrick just different.
Kendrick different.
NBA news. I'll go through this stuff real quick so we can get to the Ask a Nigga segment. That was a bug on my mic. That's why I tried to blow it. I didn't even fucking. I didn't put two and two together that when I blow, you're gonna hear it on the mic. You didn't see that little bug crawling on here?
No.
It's a little baby bug.
Did you eat it?
No.
Should have.
His name was Ronald. But this nigga had a roach in his house last week, and I named it.
Who, me?
Remember, it was a roach in here the other day.
Oh yeah.
NBA.
I don't got no damn dirty house. It just came in from my. You gonna have people think I got a dirty place now?
I didn't think about that. NBA news. The Nets. Well, the NBA season starts on Thursday, regular season, guys. So it's about to be NBA. It's about to be the best time of the year for sports when the NBA and NFL are running at the same time. So, a round of applause. It's about to be the best time of the year. This nigga's actually clapping. This guy. The Nets announced today. What is that? That's when the guy hit your car?
What? Oh no, damn, no.
This nigga said what? Let me see. Oh, he back into the Ferrari. No.
That looks like an Enzo too.
That's yeah. He's fucked. Yeah, you're fucked, buddy. Damn, bro. The Brooklyn Nets announced today. Kyrie Irving. Well, let me just say this first. Kyrie Irving does not want to get vaccinated, guys.
Yeah.
He believes that the Earth is flat. He believes that he does not need a vaccine. He said that.
You didn't have to put those two.
And
together,
he
bro.
believes that he does not. I mean, it's his choice. I'm not wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's his decision. But under New York City vaccination rules, in order for him to play, he has to be vaccinated. So he cannot. It was announced the other day that he cannot play in any of the 41 home games that the Brooklyn Nets have this year.
Wow.
So the Nets announced today that Kyrie Irving will not play or practice with the team at all until he is eligible to be a full participant.
They're giving him an ultimatum still. I mean,
well,
they're pushing him into a corner.
The Nets they're saying, they put out a statement. They're saying Kyrie has made a personal choice and we respect his individual right to choose. And they said a whole bunch of other stuff. But yes, Kyrie has a very big decision to make now, guys. And let me tell you guys right now, if you don't know, Kyrie is one motherfucker that will stand on what he believes in and won't play. He'll do it. He don't give a fuck. Kyrie don't care. He done made his millions already. He don't care about winning no championship. Is it that serious though? If you were Kyrie, would you just get vaccinated?
Yeah.
You just do it? Because a lot of people are saying, like, oh, he's being selfish. He didn't think about his team. He's being selfish.
Because just like I brought up last week, it comes down to being you're part of something bigger, man. You're letting the people. This goes hand in hand the conversation about what we're talking about as far as last week goes, when it's your responsibility not just on yourself but the people around you, because you're getting you're getting money to play, but the fans that come and see you, the people that give you respect, your teammates that depend on you, because at the end of the day they're all there for a common goal, to win a championship. So it's kind of like me personally, if I was in this position, I'd feel disappointed that yes, I have my values as a man, but at the end of the day, my obligation is to the people that I interact with, my organization that I pledge my allegiance to. You know, yes, you're entitled to your opinion, but it's your opinion, your stance to a fault. When you sign those papers, it's to a fault.
I don't think he's gonna get vaccinated.
If he doesn't, he doesn't, man. I don't know what to say.
I don't think he is. I honestly don't think Kyrie. We saw Andrew Wiggins. That's what we was talking about last week. Andrew Wiggins. I thought it wasn't Kyrie. It was Andrew Wiggins. Because I was like, we talked about this last week. It was Andrew Wiggins, but Andrew Wiggins gave in. But Kyrie, I don't see. I could be wrong, but I don't see Kyrie giving in. I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't think he's not gonna play. That's just my opinion. I think he's not gonna play because Kyrie's one of them type of people that he has a belief. He will stand by it no matter what you say, and he ain't gonna go just to please y'all. He's not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And the Nets, these next couple, they had the best chance last year to win a championship if Kyrie didn't get injured and Harden didn't get injured. If both of them didn't get injured, the Bucks wouldn't have won a championship. There wouldn't have been no Bucks championship. But now they have, and the Lakers done stacked up too. But these next couple years, this is the Brooklyn Nets' best chance. And is Kyrie gonna risk it? I think he's gonna risk it.
What do you do? My question is, what do you do as an organization? What do you feel like?
They said they stand by him, and I think Steve Nash was saying that they were trying to look at, the best thing that they can do, but he can't play under the New York City mandate. Our championship goals for the season have not changed, and to achieve these goals, each member of our organization must pull in the same direction. We are excited for the start of the season and look forward to a successful campaign that will make the borough of Brooklyn proud. Yeah, they're standing behind him. You just have to let him make his decision. What can you do? You can't make him do it.
Can't make him do it.
He's not going to get paid if he don't play. He's not going to get paid because they said it already.
Bro, what is this dude doing, bro?
Nigga doing jumping jacks. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with Kyrie, man. I'm not surprised, but now he has a really big decision to make. NFL news. I made a video about this on my other channel last night. John Gruden, he's now the ex-head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Not long lost emails. These emails were from like 2011 to 2018.
10 years ago.
Yeah, they're like 10 years ago. Emails have been uncovered. There's a guy, his name is DeMaurice Smith, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
He is a black man. He is the NFL's Players Association. He's the executive director. John Gruden said in an email, this is what started. He said in the email that DeMaurice has lips the size of Michelin tires. You're fucking wrong. This nigga laughed. This nigga's laughed. He's wrong. He laughed. I didn't laugh. He laughed.
You laughed too, bitch.
I did laugh. I talked about this in my video yesterday. I did laugh.
That's fucking crazy. He said that to him? He didn't say that.
He didn't say that to him. He said these emails were sent to...
He said that about somebody and sent it to somebody?
Yes. He sent that to the ex-Washington football team's president. He's not the president anymore, the Washington football team. He said it to their president. Which led to what's the guy's name? Roger Goodell, the commissioner, leading to investigation of more emails to where he was saying that he didn't want to see women as referees in the NFL. He said
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, he said that the Rams. I don't know if you remember the guy Michael Sam. The Rams drafted him. He was openly gay. He said that the Rams should not have drafted him because he is gay. What else did he say? He called the commissioner a faggot. I'm telling you, that's what he said, guys. I don't agree with anything that John Gruden said, but that's what he said. He said the commissioner is a faggot and a pussy.
Roger Goodell?
Yes. He sent this in email. Like, there's proof of this, which is like, John Gruden, are you dumb? Like, this is in writing that you said this. So even though it was 10 years ago, he's wrong.
My question is, 10 years ago, why didn't it happen then? Why does it happen now?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody probably said anything back then. I don't know how all this.
Does the person that he was talking about in the emails, did he know that he said that about him?
At the time, no.
So this must not have came up until recently then.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think that first email when he said the shit about the nigga's lips, that caused the investigation, which led to. Roger Goodell wanted them to send. He wanted all the other emails because that nigga said that shit. So they had an investigation. He was like, I need 650,000. It was like a crazy number of emails he wanted.
Why did he say that about the dude? Like, what was it in reference to? Why is he saying that? Was he just talking shit about a player?
About the lips?
So he just said the player on my team.
Oh, they were no. Oh, you talk about the gay dude. Talking about the gay dude or the nigga about the nigga's lips?
The nigga about the lips.
He's the executive director of the NFL. It was during the lockout time or something like that, and they were going back and forth because they had to negotiate with this guy to get the lockout done, and I guess he just said that this nigga has lips the size of Michelin tires. He said a lot of crazy shit in these emails. There's a lot of fucked up shit he said. I don't agree with anything that he said. Neither one of us agree with it. I can say that for Brandon as well. So yeah, he announced his resignation yesterday. He said, I love the Raiders. Let me read this whole statement. I have resigned as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of Raider Nation. I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt anyone. Yes, you did. You said a nigga had big lips. That would hurt somebody's feelings.
I don't understand why you need to say that kind of shit. For what? In what reference? For what?
He said he didn't want to see female. Oh, he was also talking about people that were kneeling. He said one of them. I think the dude's name. The player's name was Eric Reed, I think Eric Reed played with Colin Kaepernick. I think Eric Reed played with Colin. He didn't say he said anything about Colin Kaepernick, but I know if he said something about Eric Reed, I know John Gruden has some feelings toward Colin Kaepernick, guys. But nothing came up about that. But I know he has some strong feelings about that then. John Gruden has been removed from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Ring of Honor. He won the Super Bowl. He won the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' first Super Bowl, I think, in 2002. He has been removed from their Ring of Honor, and he will probably never have a job in the NFL again, guys. Because of stuff.
I don't understand. Like, I don't get how this only came up.
I don't know. They didn't say how. I didn't see how all this stuff pieced together. But this, shit
can't be an investigation for that long. But I don't know.
No, but he was wrong for that shit. He was wrong for a lot of shit he said. So wait, no, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. That's gonna be a whole another conversation. No, I was gonna compare what he said to Dave Chappelle, but that'd be a whole long conversation. That'll be a whole long conversation.
It's two different things.
Yeah, it is. Shout out Lamar Jackson, man. They had a nice little comeback win last night. I just want to give a shout out to Lamar because that's my guy. Lamar Jackson became the first player in NFL history last night with 400 passing yards and completing 85% of his passes in one game. He accounted for 499 of the Ravens' 523 yards last night. So there was only 24 yards that he didn't account for. Lamar Jackson's 1,860 combined rushing and passing yards this season is more than 18 NFL teams.
So he didn't even.
He better than Vic at passing. He has more yards than 18 NFL teams. By himself? Yes. He has more yards by himself than 18 NFL teams have.
Shout out to you, man. You doing it, man.
They came back from down 22 last night in the third quarter. He came back and won overtime. Shout out Lamar Jackson, man. That's my guy. Shout out to him. Last thing for sports. Boxing. We were here Saturday night. We sat right here on this couch. I was on this couch, right? We sat right here on this couch. We turned it on. We bought it. Look. We bought it.
I mean,
we
bought
the fight in quotations. We bought it. We paid $80. You put up 40. I put up 40. Fred is like, no, we didn't. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder 3 ended in 11 rounds. Go ahead, say what you got. Go ahead. You better say what you was gonna say. You better say it. Go ahead.
I'm not saying nothing.
Go ahead. Nah, nigga, give that nigga's props. Cause you was like, I don't see how somebody.
I was gonna wait to do that. I mean, go ahead. You introduce him.
I'm done.
I didn't think he would improve that much, but he looked pretty solid, man.
You're talking about Deontay Wilder.
Deontay looked pretty fucking solid. He looked pretty fucking solid. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I kind of agree with you when you were saying that for the longest. When this fight was first announced, you were like, I don't see him being able to change his boxing style.
Yeah, because once you develop the habits as a boxer and you've trained, it's really hard. Like if you've trained and you've learned this type of way, it's hard to break those old habits. Especially when you learn from somebody set for X amount of years, it's hard to break that habit and that change cycle.
He's the first guy to knock down Tyson Fury twice in one round.
Yeah.
He had his chances too, guys. Deontay had a couple chances.
He's just too winded, man.
That motherfucker Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury still put on his weight and still did the same strategy what he did, which he, clenching up and putting his weight on him. So
that motherfucker's a beast, bro. This motherfucker sang a whole song after going 11 rounds with a 6'7", 240-pound man. And then went to rave after that. After the fight, he went to a fucking rave and was fucking raving.
I seen that. But
that motherfucker's a beast.
To be honest, like, Deontay has nothing to be
ashamed of,
not proud of, or anything like that. Because
except for not
showing him respect that he beat him.
Yeah, after the fight.
That right there is the worst thing out of this. But he still is not. He didn't acknowledge him when Tyson Fury went over there, and it's not very respectful in my opinion, because it is what it is. It's done,
Can't be mad, man.
Can't be mad. And he outboxed you. It's just as simple as that. He outboxed you.
You had a couple chances, bro. He had a couple chances.
Well, he's just too winded. He couldn't. He didn't. It just shows later rounds that he was winded, man. He dropping his hands, not guarding. Like, he was just winded, man. It's just that weight on him, clenching up. It just took a lot of energy. But
that was a great fight.
But I definitely, man, give him his props, man. Like, you really improved. I hope you don't retire like how people are hinting at you would do. But you really improved to the point of like you really really good. Tyson Fury is just on a different level.
I don't know how he got to 11 rounds. I have no idea how he made it that far.
Yeah,
I don't know how he made it that far.
I don't know either.
Because that motherfucker's winning.
But that's what I want to say. Yeah, his just sheer will, because he was done. I'm telling you, he was done even before. But there be points where he just kept going. It just looks like he was just fighting past fatigue and fighting past that point. So nobody could sit here and say that Deontay didn't give it his all. He gave it 120%, man. And respect, man. Respect. You changed your fighting style. You look real good out there, bro. You wasn't. I mean, granted, some parts of the fight he wasn't had his guard up. He was too tired. But it's Tyson Fury, man.
That motherfucker Tyson Fury is a fucking beast.
Tyson Fury could box, man.
Beast,
bro. So So that's all I gotta say on that, man. What you gotta say?
My dad always say people that big, you gotta shoot them and hit them with a bat. But I told my dad for Tyson Fury, you gotta shoot him, hit him with a bat, and run him over with your car. Like to get him down. That's what you gotta do. You agree?
Yeah.
Shoot him, hit him with a bat, and run him over with a car?
Shit.
You can't. If you shoot him or hit him with a bat, he gonna still get up. He gonna be walking towards you like the Terminator.
You're gonna have to get a Bronco, hit him.
Yeah. You gotta shoot him with a bat, hit him with a gun. My dad really be saying that. About people that are huge, he be like, you gotta shoot him and with a bat. Jake Paul tweeted after the fight. Jake Paul said, I think Tyson Fury might have finally earned the chance to fight me.
I don't want to say anything about that. I don't really care.
That's what he said.
Fuck that dude.
That's what he said. All right, Jake.
You say so.
Jake? Who was screaming Jake? Oh, Denzel. Denzel. It's not Denzel. It's Denzel.
Who's screaming Jake?
Remember on Training Day?
Yeah.
Jake! The overrated movie.
Get back here!
Yeah.
He's leaving?
The most overrated movie of all time.
Shut up.
No, it's not the most overrated movie of all time.
It's not overrated.
Yeah, Training Day. That's all we have for sports. We'll do these questions real quick because they won't take more than 5 minutes to run through these. So what's the name of the segment? Did you think of a name? Ask a nigga segment?
That's what we're gonna go with.
Let's just call it. I don't know. I can't think of a name.
We'll think of one.
Alright, I have like 6 questions we'll run through real quick. I kept screenshotting so many throughout the week. I was like, bro, we might as well just put this shit into a segment because it was just a whole bunch of questions. Which one should we start with? Let's do this one. I'll just go in order how I screenshotted them. Fellas, you win $1 million today, untaxed. I'm adding that in there. She didn't say untaxed. Let's just say $1 million straight. 1,000,000.00. How much you giving to your lady? This nigga looked around. That was a funny look. That was comedy. This nigga looked like, how much you giving to your lady? I have kids with my girl, so I'll go first while Brandon thinks about it because he look like he in deep thought. I'd probably give her, if I got $1 million, I'd be like, I'd probably give her like 100,000. Yeah, because I still got 900. I mean, and some of that 900 is still hers. So you take 100, you do what you want to do with it. I'll give her a 10.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
This nigga's a liar.
I do the same. What are you talking about?
I got kids with my girls. I got 2 kids, so it's like,
bro, I do the same. I'll do the same.
You would not give your girl 100,000.
I would do the same. What are you talking about? I'm telling you right now, I'll do the same.
Telling me some real shit?
Telling you some real shit.
This nigga different. How much would it take for you to quit gaming for good?
Quit what? Gaming?
Gaming. Somebody posed a question after that said, would you quit gaming for $100,000? So never play another video game a day in your life for $100,000.
Yeah.
That's tough, Brandon. I think it would take more than 100,000 for me.
I don't think so.
I like games.
I only like one game right now, so I can't really. And I could stop. Like, it's not like I don't.
But then Grand Theft
really...
Auto 6 gonna come out one day, and I ain't gonna be able to play it.
But I only played Grand Theft Auto.
Talking about the new one gonna come out.
Yeah, I know, but I only played the other Grand. I don't even be doing the missions. I just be going around killing people. I'm telling you right now. The only game that I think I already did the missions on, and I didn't finish it because was San Andreas.
See, guys, it's not the games that's making people kill people because we all did that, and none of us have committed murder.
Yeah, that's true.
It ain't the games.
So
I think it would take a good couple million for me to quit gaming.
Bro, we don't even game like that, P, we don't even game like that.
I like video games, though.
P, we only play one. We don't even game like that.
I'm going to get back on Madden one day, all right? I'm going to get back
You haven't even played Madden. Since when?
Since the last one. I haven't played the new one at all. I didn't even buy the new one.
We don't even be gaming like that if we do that, bro.
But then I can't play that.
You better
I can't play Warzone no more. I want to play Warzone.
You better take that 100 so we can finish that stuff. So
that's tough, bro. But then even after that, I can't play games no more. I don't know. I think that's a tough decision for me. I guess for you it's not. If you could name yourself, what name would you have given yourself? No, you got a normal name, so you're cool with Brandon.
It'd be something.
Look at Peter.
It'd be something cool.
What? Riley?
Like Xavier.
Xavier. You know my name? What my name was supposed to be? Did I ever tell you what my mom was gonna name me? Darius. Like my name was supposed to be Darius until my dad was
You
like,
look like a Darius.
My dad was like, no, the fuck it ain't. He gonna be named after me, Purnell Jr. It was supposed to be Darius for real though. Like she was set on that. It was like it was gonna be Darius Littleton. I'm joking. It was gonna be Darius McGee, I guess.
Darius Littleton. That
Darius
sounds like
McGee.
a hard hitting O line or something like that.
There's no name I'd really want. I don't like my name. I've never liked my name, but there's no name I could think, oh, I want to be named that. There's no name I could say like that. You're fine with Burner?
So I don't really. My name is my name. Like I don't really.
Man, you got the most normal name ever.
Like so, yeah. That's what it is. Like I don't really.
You bastard. How'd you pull
You
that
have
off?
a normal name too, bro.
How'd you pull that off? What'd you tell your mom? What'd you say?
I don't know.
You got him.
You sound like Kevin Hart's kid.
I got 3 more. You just inherited a private island. Only 2 fast food places can be built. You have these choices: Applebee's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Subway, Dunkin' Donuts, Popeyes, Starbucks, Checkers, and Sonic.
See,
I'm picking Popeyes and Subway.
I'm picking.
Popeyes and Subway is on my private island, guys.
Damn, Dunkin' Donuts.
Fuck Dunkin'
I'm
Donuts.
picking Dunkin' Donuts.
I have never gotten anything from Dunkin' Donuts besides donuts ever. And they not even that good.
I get coffee from them.
What you need coffee for in a private island?
Bro, I'm gonna get Dunkin' Donuts and Subway, bro.
Why you not saying Popeyes, you bastard?
Because I'm not gonna be eating fucking Popeyes every fucking
That's
meal
why
of
I
the
got
day, bro.
Subway.
That's why I got Subway, because I'm not gonna be eating that bullshit all the time, bro. Fuck out of here.
I got Popeyes and Subway for the days I want to eat fresh.
Nah, bro, I'm good. I need Dunkin' because I want coffee.
Fuck that coffee. This thing.
Coffee's good.
Shout out to this girl. We went to high school with this girl. Her name is Lene. Shout out to you, Lene, if you somehow hear this. She posed this question. I was like, oh, this is a good one. What's worse, laundry or dishes?
Laundry.
You really think laundry? I say dishes.
Dishes is not that bad.
No, nigga, I hate doing dishes, bro.
All you do is you do dishes as you do them.
No, I don't like it. I'd rather do laundry.
Laundry is worse.
It's easy. You just put the colors aside, put them in there, put the detergent, turn that bitch off. It does the work. You got to do all the work washing the dishes, and then put them in the dryer, and then hang them up.
You literally just have to put soap on dishes and just scrub.
You got to still work.
If you soak them after you eat, you don't have to do much of that. What the fuck you eating?
No, I hate that. I hate when people put dishes in the fucking sink and they're not cleaned off. I fucking hate that shit.
And they're
I hate
not
when it's a whole bunch
cleaned off?
of food. Yeah, bro, it's people that do that, bro.
What do you mean?
Like they just like it be food pieces on the plate and just be a whole bunch of food just in the sink. I've seen that.
Nobody does that.
I've seen that. I'm
Bro,
not
you
saying
scrape your
I'm not
food-
saying
you
people
scrape
put a
your
whole
food-
piece of pizza in the sink. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's still food pieces like leftover crumbs.
Crumbs? That's just crumbs. They go down the drain. What you talking about?
I hate that shit, bro.
Bro, the crumbs go down the drain. What are you talking about?
I fucking hate that shit, dog. No, people have that thing that stops the drain from going down and it catches all of it and it be all that nasty shit in there. I hate you niggas. I fucking hate you niggas that do that shit.
Nigga,
I hate that shit.
That's why you use gloves. You use gloves and wash the dishes, bro.
I say dishes is worse, bro.
It's not, bro.
I say dishes. All right, this is
I
the
be
last one.
bullshitting around with my laundry, so.
This is the last one. What's something you pay for that should be free? I put this last because this one, you got to think about this one.
Education.
Oh, that's a good one. Damn, I don't know why I didn't think about that one. That's a good one.
Education and health insurance.
Yeah, ooh, health insurance. You know what I was going to say? It's Apple Music. This nigga said 2 great answers. This nigga said health insurance and education. My dumb ass, Apple Music. I think anyone that has an iPhone, Apple Music should be free. I see that on Twitter all the time, and that is facts. It should be free. I have a fucking iPhone. Why am I paying every month for Apple Music?
Because it's money, bro.
It's fucking dumbass shit. Fuck Apple.
You got an iPhone. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I shouldn't have to pay for Apple Music.
Go to Android if you want to be like that, then.
And the only reason I have is because I got a student discount. I'm not even a student anymore.
Shouldn't have told them that now. Now they're going to contact you. You're going to see a bill next month. $11, $10, whatever.
Fuck that shit. My shit is $6.99. No, $5.99. $5.99. It's either $5.99 or $6.99. One or two. All right, guys. That's the Ask a Nigga segment. Laundry. I mean, dishes is worse than laundry, bro. You tripping?
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Bro, I literally breeze through my dishes, bro. I actually like doing dishes.
That's not. You shouldn't breeze through doing dishes. You should not. That's one
Yeah,
thing.
you haven't had no complaints about being over here with my dishes, right? You ain't be like, damn, that shit nasty. What the fuck is that? Scraping some shit off. You don't have to do that.
That's funny. That's all we got, guys. This y'all niggas just different. You different, bro.
What you
How you like doing laundry? Bored? No, you said
doing dishes.
Dishes, yeah. How you like doing dishes? Man?
I mean, I don't really even mind doing laundry. Laundry, just put the clothes in there and just do it. But I mean, like, sometimes it be bullshit with my
I need
laundry.
to go to her page and see what people said. That's what I should do real quick. I'm gonna go on there. I hope it's not too far down. Damn. Lene. Oh, she's online right now too. I should tell her that we just answered her question.
She don't care.
On the podcast. Says she's on Facebook right now. Damn, how long ago was this? Damn, Lene, why you post so much shit? Damn. Now I gotta go all the way down. Oh, she said coffee or tea.
Coffee or tea? Coffee.
Toilet paper over or under? Damn, she asking all the tough questions.
What does that mean?
I don't fucking know. I just thought about
toilet paper. Oh, when you put it on a rack, over or under? When you take it off the roll?
It's over.
Yeah, who the fuck does under?
She has
What kind of psychopath does under?
I don't know. She has.
That's a pretty good question.
She has 101 comments on this laundry or dishes one. Damn. Laundry, because it's never ending. Somebody said dishes, laundry. Damn, I see more laundry. I see a lot more laundry. You niggas. Y'all a bunch of niggas. Dishes is worse, guys. You niggas is. Niggas that probably say that is probably niggas that be throwing whole slices of pizza in they fucking sink. You motherfuckers. That's all we got, guys. It's episode 108. This is a long one. This is almost 2 hours. We had over 2 hour one a long time. I think it's because it was trending. It was so long. If you made this far into episode, guys, we appreciate you, man. For real. Thank you, guys. Good shit. That was funny.